So we have a petition here that is asking the governor to pass legislation that would require data centers to go through an environmental impact statement before they be built. And that is because we are deeply concerned about the impact that they might have on our resources. And so we're hoping that the governor will follow through. And I should have said, we are Third Act. Third Act is a community of people 60 and older who are united to work on climate action and democracy. And so I will hand you these. And then I'm going to let Deb say some things.
Hi, my name's Deborah Cassette, and I'm with Third Act as well. And I wanted to just kind of outline our concerns about data centers. And currently in Minnesota, there are a lot of small data centers, but our biggest concern is with the hyper data centers that are coming in. And there are at least 10 proposed in Minnesota right now, primarily in small communities. And there's several issues, one being the lack of transparency. So in most of these cases, big tech or the developers of the data centers are requiring NDAs, the non-disclosure agreements, with local officials. And what this does is it keeps the community from knowing what's going on. And so they have no input, they don't know what the impact is going to be to their community, and this is wrong. The second thing is just the resources that the data centers will use. First being power. They will use a lot of power. These 10 data centers, it's estimated that they would use as much power as all of the Minnesota households currently use. That's huge. And so the other concern with electric use is that people's electricity rates will go up. And also, with Minnesota having a 2040 goal of being carbon free, we're very concerned that these data centers will push to use non-renewable energy, and we don't want to miss that goal.
Yeah.
The other thing is water resources. You know, people think of Minnesota as being this water-rich state, but there are already places that are concerned about their water resources, and you know, they use the water to cool things, but we really need to know what are they going to do with the water, how are they going to use it. And the third thing is just other impacts to these communities, such as noise and light pollution, and also just the whole, people in these communities are really concerned about what does it do to our community, the aesthetics of our community. Just, you know, there's jobs promoted, but after these things are built, there aren't very many jobs associated with these data centers. So those are our main concerns. And
Okay. And then I just wanted to talk about why we think this is a solution, the EIS.
Sure.
So right now, a local municipality can approve these things. They can have an NDA, and it's basically approved in secret. Then the neighbors find out about it. And the biggest thing is these are not a local impact. This is a statewide impact. When you build a data center that could use as much electricity as the city of Minneapolis, the state should be involved in deciding whether that is the right thing to do or not. So an environmental impact statement would make the data center would have to consider mitigation. They'd have to figure out, are there ways we can use less water? Are there ways we can use less electricity? Are there ways we can mitigate the noise and the light? And citizens would be able to weigh in on that. So we think that this is a critical piece that will allow us to be thoughtful about the development of data centers.
Great. Well, thank you so much for bringing this here. I'm going to make sure this gets to our policy advisory team and also gets shared with the governor and the relevant staff too.
Thank you very much.
thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.